Hello friends, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming and welcome to another video. I am currently on my character Like a Surly Drunk, the Saboteur, and I've been playing for 8 hours 3 minutes, 8 hours 1 minute in my first take, and I'm level 72, and I have already defeated Icicle deathless very quickly, very easily, and this has been the smoothest leveling experience I've ever had. I leveled up with Icicle Mine the whole time, and I used a Tabula Rasa and 2 Axiom Perpetuum, but otherwise no real leveling uniques. And I was able to take down Icicle with a pretty mediocre to bad gear, a skull head, this random life mana regen amulet, this very mediocre at best shield, some very mediocre rings. Again, just mediocre. Yeah, the belt isn't even that great, and the boots are just plain bad. These boots are terrible. So, really bad gear, able to take down Icicle, absolutely deathless, really fast, really quick leveling. You're able to level with Icicle Mine right from the get-go. You're able to use Icicle Mine with Pierce and Swift Assembly right from the beginning. And it's an incredible leveling experience. One of the things, I was afraid that I wouldn't like the mine playstyle, but one of the things to note is that you can lay down some mines, and then you can detonate the mines, and then you can continue because they detonate in sequence, and it'll continue to add to that sequence. So if you get your full layer of mines here and keep setting them up, they just keep going off, and you can make this even longer by putting in a Swift Assembly, because you'll add additional mines as you throw them, and you can get some really long chains. Icicle Mine is interesting because it gives you additional crit chance for every mine nearby as like a mini aura. It counts as an aura gem, and it also fires an additional projectile for every 2 prior mines in detonation sequence. So you can get a lot of projectiles and basically cover the entire screen. And if you have Pierce, of course, they're going to go through and they're going to just absolutely decimate everything. So very fast, clear, very good AoE, and surprisingly good single target. You'll see in the video when I put it at the end how good a single target it is. I'm not even using Icicle's Promise or a Diamond Flask or anything yet, but I want to show off my tree a little bit. I'm a Saboteur. I went with Pyromaniac first, and then followed it up with Bomb Specialist, and then Born in the Shadows. I like Born in the Shadows because it has great synergy with Acrobatics, Phase Acrobatics, and of course later on we're also going to be stacking a high evasion. Don't have high evasion right now, only 1930, but I will be adding a soon. I managed to 6-link and Icicle Splendor with high evasion, so it should be a lot higher, and I'll also get additional mana and life on kill, increasing my already very good survivability in terms of regen, because you get a lot of regen from detonating the mines, 10% per second for every mine, or 1% for every mine you detonated recently, up to 10, and you can easily detonate more than 10 mines every 4 seconds, so you can keep it that way. Skill tree went up through the damage, the trap and mine damage, trickery, down to coordination to get the dex, over to cold-hearted calculation. And then I got Lethal Assault and Resourcefulness, and went over to Blood Drinker and got Clever Construction. That's very important to get early on. After that, I went down and I got Efficient Explosives. Now, interesting thing is, rather than using mana, mines will actually reserve mana. So as you can see, my reserved mana is going up, and my overall mana is going down up to a certain point, because I can only have a total of 21 mines, I believe. Yep, 21 remote mines, and that's a lot of tax, so it looks a little intimidating, but it isn't that bad once you get used to it. These actually reduce mana reservation for skills that throw mines, and this node here is up to 20%, so it's basically 20% reduced mana cost, and it also allows you to run other auras. And then Charisma also reduces mana reserved. So you can actually get this for an additional 12% mana reserved, and it'll reduce the mana reservation of, in my case, I'm using Hatred and Summon Skitterbots. So really nice. It gives you a nice little pool of mana that you can use. I could probably even use another small mana reservation. I could use a low clarity, but I don't really need it. After getting those, just filled out some life. Went up here, got the mana. Heart and Soul is very nice in the beginning because having the additional mana will make it so that you are able to spam your mines more quickly. And then I got Volatile Mines. This whole one is really good because this has reduced mana reservation, these two on the side. This one's just mine damage and duration. These are throwing speed and detonation speed, and the Volatile Mines is detonation speed as well. So, and it's a decent amount of chunk of damage as well. And then of course I started getting crit and a little bit more life here and there, and that's pretty much where I am. So I'll put a link to the POB in the description below. I eventually got Acrobatics and then got Herbalism as well. Gonna pick up Heartseeker, gonna try to pick up some power charges. There's still some more crit stuff I can get, like Blast Cascade if I want. And then my next level I'll be getting Doomcast. So very powerful. There's also the whole possibility of getting the projectile speed and then piercing shots. So these 4 nodes here, which will increase my clear. I don't know if that'll be necessary. Might help with later blights, so I might try it out. Also, once I start running legions, the larger legion encounters, I can do that. Currently, I've run into a few legions, and this clears it faster than any build I've used, even faster than Vault Arc, and more efficiently as well. So, although those were low-level legions, so we'll have to see when we get into the bigger encounters how that works out. Overall, very good, very powerful. I'm very excited to see where this goes. I'll be doing an update once I get it to level 90 or so. Which at this rate will be very, very quickly. And then I will also be upgrading its equipment going forward into that. So here is going to be the Exile run. I hope you enjoy it. I think this is the most powerful build I've ever started with, and I think the potential as a league starter in this one is off the charts. So if you haven't started yet or want to start the hardcore league or a solo self-found league, I would definitely consider using this. This has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and let's jump into the footage.